Welcome to MMT Chats. This episode brought to you by ISCAR, with new ideas for machining intelligently. I'm Christina Fuges with MoldMaking Technology, and today I am here with Business Development Manager Adam Shaal of Roembke Manufacturing and Design.
Yep.
Correct? Got it.
Got it all.
How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Pretty good. Now, I know we've done an MMT Chat actually not too long ago.
Yeah.
At least it aired not too long
Yep.
ago. So this is not new to us. But I know you have a special partnership going on with a particular mold project with Engel and Staubli. So why don't you talk a little bit about what that is and how that came about?
Yeah, so we partnered up with Engel and Staubli to put together a quick mold change solution. It's actually all Staubli's technology, but they tapped us to kind of build the tools to make it all work. So we did the mold build side of it. Staubli did all the quick connections and the actual carts and the rollers, and it's pretty neat. We're actually, every hour or so, we're doing a live mold change. So it's 10 minutes, part to part.
Oh, wow.
Which is like really impressive.
Yeah. So I was just going to ask, so what's the big deal?
Yeah,
that's
10
the big
minutes.
deal. So
That's
I'm sure that's got, we call that eye candy at a trade show. I'm sure it's a main attraction over there. How's your experience with getting leads and potential customers by being part of that project?
It's been great. Especially, we have those two molds running in a thermoplastic, and then we also have a LSR tool running. So we got 3 tools running. People are always stopping by to see what we're making, and it's just great. Makes it easy to talk about.
Have you seen, speaking of LSR, I hear that coming up more and more, even like when it comes to hot runner companies, other mold builders getting into that space. Can you speak to any trends in the growth of the LSR market when it comes to mold making?
LSR is exploding, right? It's a really neat material. It's biocompatible. It's clean. There's optically clear grades that people are using now to make lenses that are kind of usurping the the PE lenses.
Yep.
So
Are there special considerations when you get into that world? Can any injection mold builder just make the segue into LSR?
They can try. It's very difficult. So it's different, right? So the whole process is flipped. You got cold material, hot mold.
Yes.
And just the tolerances are a lot tighter because silicone will flash at like 4/10, which plastics you got a lot more leeway in that. So everything's got to be a lot more precise to get flash-free parts.
So let's rewind a little bit. Talk a little bit about how you got into all this. What's your journey into mold making of plastics?
So I was a biomedical engineer at school. Was looking for a job and found a job with an actual contract manufacturer. So I was a process engineer in the beginning.
You know that end of it.
Yeah, so I know that end of it. And then from there I moved into actually selling parts for a different contract manufacturer. And at that company I got to meet Greg, the owner of Roembke, and a bunch of different people. And we had a conversation one day at a trade show and said, maybe I can join the team. And
what was it about? What was it about that attracted you to that company?
I'd just known Greg for a long time. He's a really good guy. It's a family-owned business.
So the opportunity popped up.
Yeah. Yep.
What is new at Roembke?
So we did a joint partnership with Roembke DMT. It used to be Diversified Manufacturing Technologies in California. So we moved them into a new building at the beginning of this year. And it's great.
So what does that actually mean to your customers and potential customers?
Yeah, so there's not a lot of overlap with customers. They do a little bit different stuff than we do. They focus on a lot of aerospace.
Okay.
They do fabric layup molds, a lot of bigger molds that we typically wouldn't manufacture. So it's a really nice, we kind of fit together nicely where they can, stuff that we would have no quoted in the past, we can send to them, and the same thing for them. They would have no quoted this, and they'll send it to us.
That's a nice, I'm seeing more and more of that kind of investment too, like acquiring what is needed.
Yep.
Right? And I would imagine that has to ease the process of finding people when you're acquiring somebody that already has the people, right?
It's hard to find people nowadays, for sure.
What is Roembke's journey with that, in terms of people for the tool shop, maybe?
It's difficult. We typically try to hire people when they're younger and train them up through our shop. And
speaking of that, so when you think of the future of mold building, what do you see as the qualities that they're going to have as mold making grows? I would imagine you're looking for a different, not the mold builders of the past, right? So what do you think for them to survive in the mold making today and the future? Who is that going to be?
Yeah, you got to be interested in technology, and you got to be creative, and really have strong problem solving skills, right?
Because that's the constant, is problem solving.
Right, because everything's new. We don't make anything twice. Rarely do we make something twice, right? Sometimes we get packages where we make a couple molds, but it's constantly new every day.
What's the latest piece of equipment Roembke's invested in?
We got a couple new 5-axis machines.
Okay. Whose are they?
I'm not for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Because that's impressive too. Throughout these past 2.5 years,
Yep.
during all that mess, that segment of manufacturing was investing. Most shops still continue to invest
Yeah.
in some high-end machine tools too, all kinds
Yep.
of things, 3D printing systems.
Yep.
They never stopped producing, regardless of what was going on around them. And I think they're still busy today, most
Yes,
of you, right?
very busy.
That's all you keep hearing, and I'm surprised some people are here because it's been so busy,
Yeah.
so that's a good sign.
Definitely.
So, anything else, any other news that you want to share?
No, I think about
All right,
covered it all.
before I let you go,
Okay.
I got a little request.
Okay.
We have these t-shirts
Alrighty.
that we have hashtag molds make a difference. I'm going to ask Adam to fill in the blank. So Adam, what do you say molds make?
Everything.
Oh, that is true.
Like literally everything.
And literally
People
everything.
don't always get that, right? Like
That is
everything's
true.
manufactured. It all
Mold
comes from
makes
somewhere.
everything. I love it. All right, so there you have it. From Adam Shaal, from Roembke Manufacturing, molds make everything. There you have it. Signing off. Christina Fuges with MoldMaking Technology, and for everything mold making related, visit moldmakingtechnology.com.